Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 9 in season 3 of my Nightmare series. We are in the Crash Landing mod pack by Iskandar. And as you can see, I've landed again. So I've restarted my map because there's a new version of the pack out, and there's a new map out there. Right now you can only get this map by, I believe, by downloading it from the forum or starting a new world. With the updates to the pack, you can now start a new world without having to re-download the map or reinstall the map or anything like that, because it has the lock mod in it, which locks the world to a template. So you can restart without having to do all that fussy stuff. So you start a brand new map. This particular map is the one that's going to be featured in the upcoming 1.1.2 version of the mod pack. So it might look a little different than the one you might start in if you just download the 1.1.1. Some other changes that I've made from 1.1.1 is that I've re-enabled the zombie awareness mod. So that's about it. This map I had to do one minor change to. I had to add a quest delivery system into this box because it was not there in the downloaded map. So that's one thing to be aware of. If it isn't fixed by the time this video is released, which it probably already is, Iskandar is aware of that issue with this map. So it is most likely fixed in the most recently available download. And I need to get working on quests. So you'll notice immediately that I don't have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I only got some quest books. And if I come over here and I look, not much in here. A little bit of food. My quest delivery system. I'm going to need these things here shortly. I'll go ahead and set those up. A couple batteries. Might need one of those. Our wrench is hanging on the wall. It looks nice there. There we go. And we got a little sign here. It says in case of emergency, break everything. So I don't know if we're going to do that though. I don't think we want to. And if we come over here, this must be the armory and library. There's some additional reading books. I can go ahead and put my extra quest book in there for now. And then I also have my needle gun here hanging on the wall. I'm going to grab that. Now the ammo for the needle gun is going to be in this box right here. And we start out by doing the same thing we typically would do. We can go ahead and look at the quest log real quick. The same thing we would typically do in the previous versions of the pack, which is to pick up these two aqueous accumulators to complete this gathering supplies to get our essential, very essential camel pack. So there we go. Pick those up. And now I've completed this. I can get my camel pack. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that real quick, because you can see I'm already down to 72% hydration. And some of that is because I'm standing inside this hot ship. It's a hot ship in the sun. So let me get this. I believe some of these blocks inside the ship are actually heat producers. So standing in the ship all the time is not necessarily the best idea. I want to drink one of these cold water bottles to quickly refill my hydration up to a certain level so I don't quite use as much there. There we go. So I'm going to do my standard thing. I'm going to put one of these back in this little hole, like so. Go ahead and set up the configuration in here to not do anything right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my quest delivery system right here, because I'm going to use that a little bit to complete a quest. I'm going to come over here because I think this room's a little bit cooler. I'm not sure which blocks actually produce heat in the ship. I think this room might be a little bit cooler. While I show you the new system for choosing hard and easy mode. There's no longer two maps. There's an actual quest for the easy route, and I'll show you. You would get oak saplings, birch, a bunch more ammo, a whole stack of bone meal, a little bit of food, the shell constructor, which doesn't actually show in the icon, but trust me, it's a shell constructor. That's your clone making thing, and a leadstone energy cell to power that, so you would immediately get your clone right off the bat if you chose this path. But I'm not going to do that. This is Nightmare. This is Landstryder's Nightmare, so we're going to go with the hard route. The hard route, I'm going to get a birch sapling, a spruce sapling, only 8 bone meal, and only 1 extra bit of ammo for my gun. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But before I can actually turn those in, I have to have one piece of dust to do that. So you drop these where they're going to be. That's going to sit right there. That's going to sit right there. And I'm going to come out into the desert and get some stuff. I actually can go ahead and put this away too. Not going to use that. And come out into the desert, and one of the things I want to immediately take care of is we've got all this pyrethrum flowing all over the place, causing all kinds of fires, making heat, making it a little bit dangerous to move around the ship. So I'm just going to grab enough dust to deal with this and be able to turn in my quest for the selection of hard or easy. So found that the best way to do this is to jump up on this engine that's been detached from the ship. Come over about right here. Now fire will spawn there, but it won't spawn up here right now. But I can get real close to the edge, and I can put these 3 pieces in there, and that's going to cut the flow off of the fuel. Now fire will still occasionally spawn up here on top of the engine because the integrity of the engine has been compromised, so fire does spawn up there. It does catch on fire occasionally, but that will stop all this fire out here in the courtyard area. So I'll be able to work out here a bit. Eventually I will use that pyrethrum for something. We'll see. You'll just have to watch future episodes to find out what I do with it. So now that that's taken care of, I can go ahead and select my hard mode quest by turning in 1 piece of dust. Go ahead and do that. Claim my reward. I'm going to get this stuff to help my survival a little bit. And since I still have 1 bottle of water, a couple bottles of water, I'm going to get back in here, and I want to do the next most very basic, very necessary quest in order to survive is the very basics, which is turn in a piece of dust, a bone meal. Remember, I got a couple pieces of bone meal from that previous quest, and then I got water bottles from the first quest. So, and then dust I just picked up. So go ahead and manual submit that. That's going to give us 2 more bottles of water. That's very, very important early game here. A little tiny bit more bone meal and some dirt. That 1 piece of dirt is super, super essential to surviving this planet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come straight out here a little ways, dig a hole, put my dirt in, and I'm going to start by planting a tree. I'm going to just go with a spruce first. I think I might get, well, it might be easier to gather the wood off the spruce. Now hopefully I can get it to grow. There we go. I was a little afraid I might not be able to get it to grow with the small amount of bone meal. But it's possible that you don't get it to grow in those first 11 bone meal that you'll have left over after completing the quest in hard mode. Now, if you're playing easy mode, then you should have no problem getting a bunch of trees before the first nightfall. But I immediately want to come in here, get some sticks, and make a couple crooks, because that's going to give me that better chance of getting saplings, which are very vital early game here to surviving, especially because you get water from them. Doing this also gives you the potential of getting a little bit of food in the form of worms. And if you really need the string, you could use the worms to infect a tree. But I just want saplings. Oh, I got a worm. And I got another sapling, so I can at least replant. It is possible to end up not getting a sapling back from one of these 2 trees. I did that in a previous attempt. I planted the spruce, did not get a single sapling from it. I was quite bummed. But there is potential getting them back later on through sifting methods. So now that I got that tree mostly down, I don't know if I can reach those ones up there. Can I? What the? No, not quite. Go ahead and replant. Those should come down here in a second. Actually, might be a good idea. Might be a good idea to go ahead and get up there and actually crook them. Yeah. That was a good idea, so I got another sapling from them. Oops. Maybe I have to do it on the other side. I'm just gonna... Okay, and the sun is getting a little low in the sky already. So what that means is I'm going to take the wood that I got and the other bits of stuff that I got here, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get ready for the nighttime, first nighttime. Remember, I got zombie awareness, so there's going to be a lot of zombies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this glass, and since this is dark glass from extra utilities, you can break it without losing it, which is a very good thing for what I want to do, because I want to set it up in the doorway here. I'm just going to seal myself into the ship for the night. So I'm not using the trench method right off the bat, like I did in my previous starts, because I have a bigger ship, I have room in here to work. So I'm just going to seal myself in the ship and wait out the night. While I'm waiting out the night, I'm going to go ahead and get working on my parts for the tables and stuff for the Tinker's Construct stuff. So I need a crafting table. I need more sticks. There we go. That should be enough right there. So I need, first of all, I need one of these. Parts builder. Alright, and then I'm going to need a tool station, of course. You see me do this in my previous run-throughs with the other map, if you've watched back episodes. And then I want this stencil table. And one other thing I want, but I don't have the wood for, unfortunately, is to make the pattern storage chest. I need one more block of wood, which I don't have right now. So I think I will go ahead and make some more patterns just to get ready, and set these up over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the parts builder right here, the tool station here, and the stencil table here, and then I'll put the pattern chest right there when I get it. In the meantime, I can kind of, well, it's kind of cheating, but I'm going to do it anyway. I can get this next quest done, this one right here. Sapping the sapperlings. And what I need to do is I need to turn in 1 bucket's worth of water into the QDS. So I need to go ahead and select this task and click on this QDS. So now that that's set, it's all ready to go. What I can do, I can set this up. First of all, I want this to be in the extract mode. And it's weird because when it says toggle fill, that means to change it to fill. It's currently in empty. Well, empty, extract, same difference. So right now it's in empty mode, but I need to set it so that the water from here flows out this side into the QDS, just for now. And instead of getting the 10 sapperlings, like I should be doing according to the quest, and the quest is just to teach you that you can do that, I'm just going to go ahead and use one of my water bottles, extract the water out of it. Oh, I need to give it some power, put that battery in there. In a second we should see that it starts to extract it. As soon as that extracts it, it will go into the thing. Now, like I said, typically you're supposed to do this with 10 sapperlings. But there it is, it's completed, and I can claim my reward. I get 2 more water bottles in exchange. So I traded 1 water bottle for 2 water bottles. So not a bad deal, especially this early game. It's still night 1. And I'm going to remove the QDS just so I don't accidentally use up any more water on that. And I'm going to turn this back to off for now. I'll reconfigure that later when I have some other things to attach to it. So now I think I just have to wait out the rest of the night. I believe I have only a tiny bit of dust that I picked up. I can sieve that, see if I maybe get lucky with something really good. Probably not. Or get anything at all. There's something. So yeah, not much. A piece of salt and a piece of Certus quartz. I might have got a piece of bone meal there too, I'm not sure. So as soon as the sun comes back up, I'm going to get out there, bone meal my tree, and then I think I'm going to go with some spruce to see what kind of results I get with that. So I'm just going to sit here in the comfort of my ship and wait out the night. I'll be back when the sun starts to rise. Okay, the sun is about to come up and it looks like the mobs are frantically looking for shade out there. They're just dispersing a little bit. Now one thing you want to make sure you do, if you're going to use the needle gun for your attack weapons, you want to make sure that you load it first. So the first time you right click, it's going to open this interface, put a needle gun ammo in there, and then now it'll auto reload when it runs out of ammo. So there we go. Mobs are catching on fire. There's at least one creeper out there. I don't know if there's any more than one. And I've seen a few baby zombies, so those I'm going to have to deal with the needle gun. Don't wait till most of these guys die off from fire. And then when I'm down to just having a few mobs out there, I'll go ahead and open them up and start blasting. You can see my hunger bar is getting kind of low, so I want to take care of that. This little bit of food that I start with it's not going to last me very long, so I'm going to have to come up with something relatively quick. So, well, there it goes. All my food's used up. My food bar's full, though, so I'll have a little bit of time. Okay, looks like they're all done. Ready to go now. Get that. Oh, I don't want to waste ammo, though. Is there a baby zombie up on top there somewhere or something? Okay, well, he spotted me, so now he's coming straight at me. That's good. Easy target when they're coming straight at you. Oh, and there is a baby zombie. Yeah, no, dealt with. Okay, so now I'm going to come out here, pick up all these stuff. Now, the one problem with this is it does kind of spread the drops all over the place. So you just kind of have to walk around and pick it all up instead of having it in that nice trench. Now, eventually I will get a trench going and a courtyard and all that fun stuff, but just wanted to point out that with the bigger ship and stuff that you don't necessarily have to go right for that trench like you would, or like I did in previous startups. It's not a super necessary thing. The other thing you could have done in the previous startups is walled yourself into that tiny little ship. I'm claustrophobic. That was a small ship. Now I really like this ship. It's much bigger. Got some options that you can do with it. I should not have been running, but I was. Oh well. Yeah, you want to avoid running and jumping as much as possible, but you got to do some of it to collect this resource, and the resources are just as important. So hopefully, did I get the majority of them? Looks like I got a good portion of resources. Okay, so now I can come over here. Oh, nice. Got a bone meal right off the bat. But before I even worry about that tree... Oh, there's some... I missed right there. Okay. Before I even worry about that tree, I want to get an axe so that I can start cutting it down quickly. So let's get the parts. The stencils for an axe. Just going to be a tool rod and an axe head. We'll just worry about these two things first before anything else. So go ahead and put that in there, and some bone. It's going to give me bone, tool rod, and a piece of dust. And go ahead and put those in there, and now I got my hatchet. That's good for two reasons, because it's a pretty decent attack weapon, and I can cut down trees faster now, which is important. Less effort, quicker results, very important for survival, or very helpful for survival. Maybe not necessarily super important, but super helpful. So now I can start getting me some more saplings, and I think I said I was going to try and see what a spruce would do for me after I do this birch tree. I don't know. Sometimes spruce gives you more leaf blocks to break, sometimes it doesn't. Spruce is looking actually maybe like the better option. I mean, birch is maybe the better option, is what I meant to say. Out of the two that you start with. But let's see what we get out of a spruce tree. You can at least have a couple different kinds of wood to decorate with. This one actually looked like it gave me a pretty good amount of leaf blocks. And I'm going to need to go make some more crooks here in a second. More than likely. What I want to do also, as quickly as possible, is get some dirt. Get some more dirt, get some stone, which I can make the furnace with. Again, if you've watched any of my previous startups on this, okay, I got 3 sapperlings out of that. Not too terrible. Oh, and my camel pack is empty, so I'm going to go ahead and refill that all the way, and that's going to be all the water I have for now. Wow, this is going to be rough. There we go. Okay, that did not give me anything for the time being, so I'm going to get back in here for a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and make a barrel. I need to get a barrel. Just grab a bunch of spruce, or I mean a bunch of birch logs, that, and get a barrel set up. There we go, barrel. Another thing I wanted to set up was a chest. Double chest, actually. There we go. Not much, not enough left over for another one. So I'm going to put my double chest right here. Well, that makes it accessible to this crafting station. And I'm just going to toss this barrel in the corner here. Maybe. There it goes. And then I'm going to go ahead and start feeding that with rotten flesh so I get another piece of dirt. Now, the next thing I really need is some dust to start sieving. Because I need to get some materials. I need to get materials going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shovel. Go ahead and make a shovel head. That's going to be better for getting dust fast. And I want to get it fast because I want to get it before the sun starts going down again. Go ahead, toss 2 bone in there. And then shovel handle, there we go. Got my nice shovel ready to go. And I can start collecting some dust. So I guess now would be the time to start making my trench. And I think I will do it pretty similar to what I would do regularly. Now one thing I want to do is I want to flatten this back out here. When we crashed, we threw up some dust. Over here you can see it caused a little bit of a hill to be formed from where the ship skidded in. I want to cut that down and get it all nice and flat again. And I don't really have to have this finished tonight for this nighttime coming up. Just need to collect some dust right now. It's the main goal. I would definitely want to clear all the dust off the ship so we can get a better view of it. I mean, I know what the ship looks like, but you guys don't. So clear off all the dust on top of the ship. Be another short-term goal. And I can get a better idea of the damage that was done in the crash. Maybe. You can see there's the cockpit. Now I'll be able to watch the mobs out the front too. This night time coming up. Okay, there we go. Look at all that. Get all this dust out of here. Lots of dust. There we go. We've got several stacks of it now. And then I go ahead and start marking more on this trench. And I think I just want to come straight across in front of the cockpit. Yeah. Go all the way around the broke off engine. I think I'm gonna, yeah, cut it right through there. Put that one back. Now anywhere that there's, okay, broke my shovel. Fortunately, I can fix it real fast. There we go, just like so. And bring it on straight out here. Just kind of outlining it for the time being to be able to collect some dust to sieve out through the night. So tonight I'm probably just going to be sieving dust. Hopefully I won't starve to death. Of course I have some zombie flesh left. That's good enough for now. I've got other things I gotta take care of before the sun goes down here. So I want to get some more wood and saplings if I can, because I'm getting low on water, so I'm gonna need some kind of water real soon. Real soon. So yeah, it doesn't look like... that's just not giving me... Oh, I guess I got a few saplings from that. Get back in here. I need to make another crook. Just gonna go ahead and make a couple. Okay, so I got a worm, but I can't eat it until I cook it. And I got lots of dust. Let me get the wood off of this and and everything before the sun goes down. And then I'll get back inside and start working on that. So, there we go. And replant real quick. And back inside. As the mobs will be here in any moment now. I'll make sure to get my glass back into that opening. And I'm sealed back in. Okay, I'm all good. Everything's good. I've got all kinds of dust to sieve through. Hopefully some of that is going to end up giving me some stone. I need some stone to make a furnace so I can make some food by cooking that worm. That would be really helpful about this time. And I need or salt, which would allow me to turn that rotten flesh into jerky, which I'm going to get a lot of salt from sifting the wood. The other thing I need to do is I really need some water, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of these saplings in there. There's 4, 6, and let's see, I want to get at least 1 bottle of water this way. 8. I've got, gosh, I hate to use up all those saplings like that and cut it kind of close, but I think it'll be alright. I'm going to go ahead and put this 1 spruce in here just as kind of a backup, so in case I don't want to lose like all of my ability to grow those trees until later. So there we go. Looking pretty decent. I can go ahead and actually I'm going to take this glass out of right here. It's kind of in the way. Not necessary. Same with over here. It's just kind of in the way. So yeah, there, I'll make it open it up a little bit. And now I can give myself another chest. Actually, double chest, which is that many wood. There we go, double chest. Right here to store all the stuff that comes out of the sieve. Like this and this and this. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to be sifting dirt and hoping that I don't starve to death while I'm doing it. Hopefully, you don't really use up much food just standing still, right-clicking on an object, so that shouldn't be too bad. So, going to be sifting dirt all night tonight. I will be back when the sun comes up and show you the results of what all I got from sifting all this dust. Okay, the sun is starting to come up. You can hear the mobs dying outside. And I've just been sitting here the whole night sifting dust, except for I had to make a little bit of zombie flesh, zombie jerky to feed myself. And I had to get that bottle of water back out of the fluid transposer in order to keep my hydration up. And you really can't tell because I'm back down to what I started, a little bit less than what I started with before the night came around. So let us see what all we got from that night time's worth of sifting. Bunch of salt. Actually, you'll probably need that here real shortly to go ahead and make some. I think I'm just a few rocks short of being able to make the furnace, the slab furnace, which is super vital to your survival in this hard mode. Okay, so there's 2 guys out there. Got him. Okay. Let me collect all the resources out here real quick. I'm definitely going to need that furnace really soon to get more water by cooking dirty water. It's going to be a little more It's going to be better than trying to count on the fluid transposer here early on in the game. Oh, kind of these wood, all this stuff up on top. Excellent. Look at all this bone. This is great. I will need this soon. I need this soon. As soon as I can get some kind of food and stuff. I might even be able to use some bone to make some extra dirt if I run out of zombie flesh. So yeah, this is great. And clear off some of these dust up on top of here. Clean off the ship some. There we go. I think I'm going to suggest to Iskandar, and hopefully he'll watch this video. I think I'm going to suggest to Iskandar that we add, or that he adds Archimedes ships mod to the pack, and then you could eventually fix your ship and fly it away, maybe as kind of like a final quest thing. Make them not craftable, and then you know, give it as a quest reward type thing. The helm, you know, or just make it extremely hard to craft one, because they're pretty easy to craft by default, but I think it would be pretty cool to be able to fly the ship. So, okay. What did I get from all that? I got a bunch of bones. Lots more rotten flesh to make some more dirt. And what am I short? I'm short 4 stone in order to make that furnace, the slab furnace. Let's take a quick look at the quest book. Let's see if there's something else that I can get done. Okay, make the dirty water, which I can do. If I just go ahead and make a dirty water real quick, and then turn that in, I'm going to get a regular bottle of water in my dirt pack, so that's excellent. So that's going to give me a little more hydration, give me a little bit more time to figure out what to do next. Eat some more zombie jerky, because it's really my only option for food at this point until I cook that worm or I get some seeds from sifting some dirt out. And I might, yeah, I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to sift 2 pieces of dirt out so that I definitely get enough stone to make my slab furnace, and maybe I get super lucky and get a seed. Did I? I didn't get super lucky, but I definitely have enough stone now to make my slab furnace, which is good enough. There's another piece of dirt. I'm going to go ahead and try one more time. Come on. Oh, look at that. I got a grass seed. I am super lucky. I am super lucky. So now I got to do is get a grass patch going, and we'll see how that's going to work. How that's going to help me out. That's going to help me out a lot. So one of the things I said I wanted to do, while I'm thinking about it, is I wanted to get a pattern chest. And so I can store all these patterns. I don't keep cluttering up my inventory. And so that I can access them from the parts builder. There we go. Put these extra blanks in here. Now I'm ready to go for whenever I want to make the next tool that I need. So, yeah. Oh, not quite ready. Almost ready. Yeah. The next thing I need to make is my slab furnace, which I can do now with all this stone that I got. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that all into stone. I need to make... This is actually good. I have 2 cobblestone left over to complete another quest. There's the slab furnace. Super vital to my survival at this stage. Get a little cramped in here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this chest. This chest can go over into this room, and this will be kind of my, like, you know, some basic storage and stuff over here. This will be my crafting area. Looking really good. So let's look at the quest log real quick here. Water, I'm okay for a moment. Food, I will be okay for another moment as well. But I think I want to... Okay, I've already completed this quest, which was to get the salt, the rotten flesh, and then turn it into zombie jerky. I did that kind of without even looking at the quest log, so I kind of... I knew I would get it, but there it is. And that gives me a little bit more of this not so great food. It'll get me through for the time being until I can get to some better food. It's gonna eat it up. Okay. the next important thing to do is to get this growing. I need a grass patch somewhere. I think I'm just going to make it right around this tree. I'm just going to start this grass right here, and eventually that's going to spread. The other thing I need is some more saplings, bunches and bunches of saplings. So I got a little bit of bone meal from sieving. Go ahead and use that. And I got a whole lot of bone, obviously, from picking up all the drops. So should be able to make tons of trees. Now, the spruce actually, sometimes the spruce gives you more leaf blocks than the birch, and sometimes it doesn't. Just it's kind of random. Actually, it's very random. So sometimes you might get better results from the spruce. Sometimes you're gonna. I think they probably average it out to about the same in the long run, in the big picture. I'm just gonna guess that. What I need to do though is what would really help me at this stage is if I took some of this iron that I got sieving all night and went ahead and processed that. I went ahead and processed that into some, and I need wood. I need to get some wood from out here. This is kind of a tall tree. It's nice. Okay. Just going to let those top blocks degrade by themselves. And go ahead and replant this spruce. And what I really need to do, that in there, and then I'm going to use, oh, I have some more here. Use these extra slabs that I'm not really using to start the process of making some charcoal. And as soon as those are burned up, I'll go ahead and switch over the fuel source to being charcoal blocks. I'll store this extra dust in here for time being. I got an egg from sifting too, so that might be useful. And I have 2 worms. That's good. And more dirt. More dirt. Can take that out here and put it down so the grass has a chance to spread to it. How are we doing it here? Need to switch this over, turn it over. Okay, so now I'm actually looking a little bit more comfortable. Let's see, how does this work for bone? Can I put bone meal in there? No. Can I put bones in there? No. Okay, so that doesn't do me any good. The only way I can get more dirt now is either wait for zombies or put leaf blocks in there, and you'll see that's why I made the iron, but I want to get some fuel ready to go first. Let that process out. Actually, heck with it. I need the iron like now. I need the iron right now. Give me 2 pieces of iron and then I can switch it back. Because that's going to give me shears, and that's going to pretty much, once I have the shears, ooh, yeah, I'm getting really low on water here. Really low. And I don't have any extra dirt right this moment. So there's my 2 iron. I can make the shears. Now I can go out and bone meal the heck out of this tree. There we go. And shear off some leaves. This is going to be great. Now I have a very good supply of leaves, which I can either put in the transposer for water, which I'm going to put this first bunch in the transposer, and extract some water out of them. Ooh, the sun's getting low. I want to get another tree's worth of leaves here before the sun goes down. Let's see if I can't hurry up and get some more leaves so I can make some dirt out of them. Wow. Ooh. I'm not going to even get a chance to cut the tree down. I just want to get the leaf blocks. This is a really good one. It produced a lot of leaves. Okay. Get back inside. Go hide. Go hide. Oh. There we go. put the proper thing in there. The leaves would stay there if I left them, but okay. So now I've got all these leaf blocks. Go ahead and start making dirt out of them. Pull that out, cook these worms, and then I'm going to turn the rest of this spruce wood that I just got into fuel. So those worms are going to be good for keep my food bar up. And also, I should be able to go over here and check. Yeah, I now have enough water. I'm going to go ahead and wait till that finishes out. That cell is empty. Go ahead and put the other battery in it, which is over here now. Go ahead and put the other battery in there, and I'm going to be really low on power now. So until I get some sort of power generation, I'm going to need to rely on turning dirty water into purified water in order to get my water as soon as that transposer runs out of its bit of water that's in there. Which isn't going to take long. Okay, so there's my worms. You can see I'm already out of water in my camel pack, so I need to get the water out of here. And it's not quite ready. I want to wait till it's ready. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and use that one bit of dirt that I just pulled. Pull out a dirty water and go ahead and purify that. And then once this is purified, I'll use that just to kind of get me through the night or get me along until that transposer finishes. There we go. Go ahead and put the rest of this in to cook down for fuel. So I need a lot of fuel. And then do that. That's going to get me a little bit further along. And then come back over here. This is nearly ready. 7 more to go over here. Make sure that the dirt is processing. Keep that going. And I can take a quick look at my quest log here. So yeah, I cooked a worm. So there I've completed another quest. Zombie jerky is probably isn't enough. Yeah, it definitely isn't enough. If you're in dire straits, almost anything looks edible. Worms. And that's going to give me my rice seed. Yay. Which is very excellent. So now I'll be able to take some of this dirt that I've been getting. And I'm going to get a bunch more of it, obviously, now that I have the ability to shear leaves and stuff. Going to be able to get out there and just use a worm here to keep my food bar from dropping any further. Going to be able to get out there and plant some rice seeds right over by that garden. Now I'm going to dig up some of that clay in the next episode. But I think this is going to be enough for episode, well, the new episode, the new map. This is episode 9, but it's kind of like episode 1 because it's a complete restart, the new map, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode as much as I had fun making it. If you did, leave a like, comment. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. It really helps me out. And if you didn't like the episode, go ahead and leave me a note and let me know how you think I can make it better next time. But for now, I'll catch you later.